I keep getting the itch. I keep getting the itch for Knicks basketball. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Knicks Central. And today we are going to be talking about Jalen Brunson getting named captain of the Knicks, which honestly was just random to me because I woke up and just saw that he ended up being named captain. And I don't even think there's really any leaks about it. It just kind of happened. And we're also going to talk about the Precious Achiuwa signing, since I never got to talk about that since it happened while I was out of town. Before we jump into everything, though, please be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Knicks fans, and turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live on the channel. But yeah, we'll briefly talk about Precious Achiuwa, just because I think more people want to hear about Jalen Brunson and stuff. But yeah, they need to get this deal done. Ends up being a 1-year deal at $6 million on the cap. And they, like I said, need to get it done considering the fact that they needed another front court piece. And why not bring a guy back that Tibbs clearly loved and honestly was better than I think myself and most Knicks fans thought. A lot of fans, we especially heard from Raptor fans, that he's kind of, he could kind of be annoying at times in terms of just, watching him play and stuff like that and things he was doing out there on the floor. But I didn't think he was terrible. Like, listen, I think there was definitely some rough stretches there with Precious Achiuwa. And even in the playoffs, there are times where he's out there on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? But then when they had the huge injury bug and he was getting, like, he was playing basically the entire freaking game at times, I'm like, all right, I actually like what Precious Achiuwa is bringing to the table here. But yeah, they had to get this deal done and they had to bring in another front court piece. With the Knicks last year, average 7.2 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 1.1 blocks, 0.6 steals. And then in terms of point-wise, 7.6 per game, and averaged about 24.2 minutes with the Knicks. Because again, a lot of that from the injury bug really drove up his minutes. And again, I'm completely happy and fine with the deal. We'll see what happens and what they view him as. The only thing that I will say is I don't like that the Knicks still do not have another like insurance policy, like a real definite insurance policy for Mitchell Robinson, especially because it's August 6th at this point. It would be nice to get something like that done. There's still time, of course, but yeah, why not bring a guy back that you have familiarity with? And it sucks that he might have to play some minutes at the 5 this year, but like he did last year, because I did not think he did good when he had to play those minutes in particular. But it's kind of the hang you're dealt, and it sucks, and it is what it is. But again, the other alternatives really are Jericho Sims to play the 5 at this rate. So you had to get some other body in here, and I'm sure that Leon Rose still has another move up his sleeve potentially on that. So we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, those are my brief thoughts on Precious Achiuwa coming back, and I'm very happy about it. And then let's talk about Jalen Brunson, like I mentioned, who got named captain today. And what is there to say? Oh, what is there to say other than how could anyone just not like this guy? I mean, seriously, granted, I shouldn't say that because it's mostly just idiots that aren't Knicks fans that, still talk down on him and view him as something less than he is. No, he's better than what the public perception is, and it's not even close. And I think every single Knicks fan knows this, but yeah, just well-deserved. And once he signed that contract, it makes sense that this ended up happening. I just don't, no one really even brought up the idea, which is why it kind of threw me off. But it makes sense given the deal he signed, a team-friendly deal that is, especially, which is something that a captain would do. Just, not if you play for my favorite hockey team. But all jokes aside and all that stuff, yeah, just well-deserved. Took less money to re-sign here. And he's been the face of the Knicks. And he's the poster boy. He's the guy that is putting butts in the seats. He's the one getting the jersey sales. He's the one that has changed the entire culture and face of this Knicks franchise. Outside of Tom Thibodeau, of course, it's been him and Brunson. Those two. And Jalen Brunson, he came in here and listen, there was public perception even when he came to the Knicks and even Knicks fans that were happy about it because they got a point guard, but we're also, of course, skeptical. And he has been even better than we could have imagined as a New York Knick. And now he gets the captaincy. Well deserved. And you just know that he commands respect in that locker room. He's the glue to that locker room. You just know it. You absolutely know it because you have Josh Hart, who's like the goofy guy in the locker room, the guy that's loose in that locker room. But Jalen Brunson's going to be the guy. And you could tell that it is this way. I don't know what it's like behind closed doors, but given the fact that he got the captaincy, you could just tell he's that guy that will pull you to the side and say, yo, fellas, come on, we got to be better. If Josh Hart, being a little too light-hearted, no pun intended, when the mood needs to be a little more serious tone, Brunson's the guy that's like, all right, come on, let's get a little, let's focus here, let's lock in. But yeah, again, I don't know if that's actually the dynamic. It just seems like it from the public and from the outside looking in, of course. But again, well-deserved for him, and well-deserved contract, obviously, for him. And again, I appreciate him to no end for taking that sweetheart deal. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.